The people that trigger you the most and upset you the most, cause the most pain, are the people that you need to love the most. They are the people that are going to be a huge part of shifting you in consciousness and allowing you to energetically align yourself in order to actually start attracting what it is that your heart desires. What we choose to see tells us who we are, where we are on a subconscious level, because at the end of the day, we see with our subconscious mind. We don't just see behind the physical eye. Everything that you see within others is what you have within. And this is why you hear a lot of gurus, teachers talk about the mirror principle, or how everyone is essentially a mirror, or you're projecting whatever fears onto the people that you meet. So the people around us tend to be our biggest teachers. Today I want to talk to you guys about how this has shaped me incredibly in my life, and why I decided to do this, because I'm just like you in the journey of reality creation and attracting desires. And sometimes it's not always about attracting what it is that you desire, but sometimes it's also about attracting what it is that you need in order to transcend into an entire new person. I'm here to remind you all that you do not need to seek outside of you, that you already have everything that you need within you, and it's just a matter of connecting to your higher self. And this is why I created Let's Talk Self, mainly because I believe that it's all the answers and everything that you want is already within you. The people that trigger you the most and upset you the most, cause the most pain, are the people that you need to love the most. They are the people that are going to be a huge part of shifting you in consciousness and allowing you to energetically align yourself in order to actually start attracting what it is that your heart desires. Nature shows us this. Nature is the biggest mirror reflection as to how our relationships and the people that we meet actually turn out to affect us. If you think about it, the sun needs to set in so that the moon can actually come out, right? So when you meet someone that triggers you, what they're doing is shaking you so that you can align yourself energetically to the people that are actually meant to be in your life. I started to approach the people that trigger me the most with so much unconditional love. When someone upsets me or triggers me, this is an opportunity for me to witness me again. This is an opportunity for me to understand that whatever upsets me about that person, I have within. And this person is serving as a mirror so that I can actually see me in them. And so if I approach them with love, that means I'm approaching myself with love. Every person is no such coincidence. Every person that comes into your life is no such coincidence. People that come into your life are meant to shake you in order for you to transcend in consciousness and connect with the higher self. If you start to approach everyone that upsets you the most with love, you'll realize that the dynamic will shift very quickly, because you've uncovered the lesson. If someone upsets me because they don't respond to me, that means that I do that. Somehow I do that, and I've done that with others. So if that upsets me, what can I change about me so that I don't keep attracting the same type of trigger or the same type of response? When someone is impatient with you, what that is signaling to you is that you have not been patient with yourself. That is, if you make a mistake, how much do you judge yourself for making that mistake? How badly do you treat yourself when you make that mistake? How impatient are you with yourself? When that person comes in and is frustrating you, that's a sign that they're only showing you what you and how you treat yourself. This was a huge awakening, and it liberated me. It liberated me because I started to realize that every person that I meet is just reflecting who the fuck I am. And so sometimes I meet people and it's like, oh, amazing, you give me so much joy, you make me feel so good. And so like I want to surround myself with people that make me feel so good because I'm that way. I love to make others feel good, right? But what happens when I attract someone that doesn't make me feel good? I instantly want to reject them. I instantly want to move away and say, oh no, I don't like your energy. Stay away from me. Bullshit. Start to see the beauty of the people that come into your life, that give you and shake you and make you feel so bad. Start seeing them as an opportunity for self-exploration, as an opportunity for you to get in touch with your deeper self. Allow them to come into your life to shake you and move you so that you can energetically align yourself and transform yourself so that you can attract or no longer respond the way you are so accustomed to respond or have been responding your entire life. The mirror principle is essentially telling us that every person that triggers you the most is your biggest teacher. Every person that triggers you allows you as an opportunity for you to start understanding that it's not about blaming the person, but actually start looking deeper within. Anytime you feel triggered by someone, this is an opportunity for you to see, how have I been showing up in my life and for myself and in others? If this person is triggering this about me, what is this showing me? And please let me bring down the veil so I can see what I need to see. I found myself romantically involved with someone that I aspired to be friends with only. And the relationship ended up being more than just friendships. We ended up, being romantic with one another. This person was someone that was essentially a great friend of mine who taught me a lot about neuroscience, understanding my psyche. And what ended up happening was that I attracted him in order for me to see my biggest flaws, my biggest triggers, my biggest fears. He came into my life. It's like I had a contract with him in another life. And he was someone that I had to meet in order for me to transcend into the woman that I am today. And there was no better teacher than him because he is someone who went 10 years meditating, and he was someone who also did a lot of inner work. And when I met him, we were friends. And so we were both in the stage of just, here and there we would talk. And so then last year actually was the 1 year that we started becoming romantic with one another. And I got to see him as who he truly is. I got to see his raw and vulnerable side. And it was very scary, and it is scary because you meet someone and you automatically think that, it's going to be all lovey-dovey and be the best thing ever, but that's not really always the case. And so why we encounter people that trigger us the most is mainly to remind ourselves that we're all here to offer unconditional love. So I started approaching him as how I wanted to be approached. I saw him because I saw me. I finally got to see me through him. And I'll give you guys some examples of how he would trigger me. He's a writer. He's a startup founder. He's a big entrepreneur. He's a man who wants to create a huge impact. And he is very solitary. He's very into his solitude. And so one of the things that would trigger me the most was that he was very strict on his routine, on his way of being. He needed his hours of sleep. He was extremely strict. And I asked myself, I'm like, why did I attract him? Like, yes, he's someone that I feel very intimate with. I feel very connected with, but he's like not emotionally available, or he's not allowing himself to surrender and to love me and to love this dynamic. He's not doing that. And so then it was like the big aha moment was like, wait, Z, wait, the story is this, the lesson is this: he is mirroring you. How have you surrendered to love? And have you surrendered to love? What are you so afraid of? You guys know that I have been single for so long, and I've been alone for so long, that also being alone can be very easy. But when you finally do find someone that you feel romantically connected and attracted to, then that's where the inner work starts to happen. That's when you actually start to see your biggest setbacks, triggers, your unconscious programming. And so he came into my life to show me that. And so I asked myself, I needed him to love me, or to give me time, or to be emotionally available. But why? And it was like, wait. You haven't been giving that to yourself. You haven't been allowing yourself to feel and surrender to love. And now you've attracted someone who is mirroring that back to you. So now it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to surrender to love. And so this is where I go against the whole like getting back with your ex, or trying to become obsessed or have someone obsessed with you. I'm so against this, because sometimes the person that you think you need to be with is not the person that is going to help you transcend, so that then you can actually connect with your higher self, resolve all the bullshit that has been holding you back in your subconscious mind. Resolve all of that, and now you energetically align yourself to finally attract your dream partner. What are you so afraid of? Whatever you are afraid of, the universe is going to bring that to you, and it's going to make you face that. And if you do not switch the way you look at it, if you look at it as like, why is this happening to me? If you don't do that switch of like, wait, this is now the opportunity that I have waited so long for. It's going to be painful, but this is what's going to help me, take me, and transcend me into the journey of rawness, love, and compassion. And that is going to energetically align me to the right man for me, for my heart. When I used to attract people that would trigger me, I used to be like, why did I attract this person? Like, I am high vibe, I'm very careful with who I attract. And it was like, no, the universe was showing me, no, Z, it's not always about positive, lovey-dovey, all of that. I can show you the way. But in order for me to show you the way, Z, this is what the universe said, I'm going to bring you people that are meant to be in your life to help you transcend and elevate yourself, so that you can connect with yourself again. You can connect again with love. Love destroys everything. It sounds controversial, but love does destroy evil. Love destroys ego. If you can approach others with love and compassion, that means that you have now learned the lesson, and you realize that I cannot judge others or put them on a pedestal, because that's giving them so much responsibility. Would I like someone to give me that much responsibility? If I make a mistake, then I make them suffer or they hate me because I made a mistake. Do I want others to put me on a pedestal? No, I don't. I don't want to be anyone's obsession. I don't want to be anyone's, none of that. I just want to show up authentically and freely and in love in other people's lives, because that is the only way I'm going to cultivate a sense of being. Ask yourself, who is it in my life that triggers me the most, and what are they here to teach me? Ask yourself, why does this upset me about this person? And do I have that within me? When have I done that? And you're going to start realizing, oh shit, I've done that. I've been that person before. Now, do I judge myself for that, or do I forgive myself for that? And I love myself for that, for allowing myself to witness and take responsibility for my actions and my behaviors. It's about loving and forgiving. That is the true core lesson. Unconditional love. Love all people who are going to do good to you or people who are going to do harm to you. Those people that come in are serving a higher purpose in you in order to take you to the next journey. I love you all. Let go, surrender, and approach everyone with unconditional love. Start loving every person. Unconditional love is the way.